time, friends. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? Woohoo, it's Sunday. Yeah. I am really tired from my little outing yesterday. I hope that you all enjoyed it. And I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who joined me for that. It was exhilarating and emotional and uplifting and empowering and a little frantic. So many emotions that I was feeling all at the same time. But overall, had a nice long drive home. I came in, I made myself something to eat, and I literally passed out. So there you have it. So welcome to Sunday Connections. Welcome to Dozen Cats. We are here. We are doing our thing, and I wasn't supposed to be here today, so the show wasn't scheduled. So I didn't have time to book a guest as I normally do on a Sunday. So today we're going to do some wellness readings. And if you have a particular question in terms of wellness or healing or whatever, pop it into the chat. We'll toss some cards and we will get some answers and some guidance from Spirit for you. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat. I did play a commercial there letting everyone know what's happening this coming week. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, special edition of Achieving Wellness. We have professional numerologist Ann Perry joining us, taking a look at the year 2023 from a numerology standpoint. And that should prove to be very interesting. Also probably doing some readings in terms of life path numbers and so forth. On Wednesday, we have Ben from Beneficial Tarot joining us at 2 p.m. Eastern for Tea Time with Ben, which is always a good time. I love spending time with Ben. He makes me laugh like nobody else. And on Friday, what's happening on Friday? I don't remember. So yes, I do remember. I'm going to Longman Tarot. That's 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure that you have the bell notification clicked so that you know whenever I post a new video. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat. We have Tasty Melon here. I love the name. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Happy Sunday to you. Is it Siwi or Kiwi? I'm going to go with Siwi. Love the name. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday to you. Ivana Intuitive is in the house. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Hi, Grace. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Hi, JR. How are you doing, my dear? Happy Sunday to you. Nancy Riker is in the house. Happy Sunday to you, Nancy. Pierrette White is in the house. Thank you for being here, Pierrette. Happy Sunday to you. Hello, Mika. Happy Sunday to you, my friend. Good to see you. Hi, Hypnocity. How are you, my dear? Greetings from Linwood, Washington. Well, greetings right back to you from Ontario, Canada. Hope that you're doing well. My husband is in the chat. Hello, hubby. Gina is here. Hello, Gina. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. So if you have a question, pop it up in the chat. I've got Gina and I've got Siwi. And let us, and I've got Ivana. Anybody else? Feel free to pop your question in the chat and we'll go ahead and get started. I've got Grace and I've got JR. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, my friend. Happy Sunday to you. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to stick Gina's question up on the screen. Okay. Hugs right back to you, Teresa. So Gina says, hi all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Gina. I find that my ADD is once again affecting me. I can't take meds because of high blood pressure. I also have high blood pressure, Gina, so I understand. from that standpoint. What can I do spiritually to help myself? Thanks. So many things that you can do. So let's throw some cards and let's see what we get for you. Okay, my friend? All right. Absolutely, Pierrette. All right, so we have a card that's flopped out of the deck here. The Empress is coming out. I'll show you all the cards when I'm finished shuffling. Beautiful. All right, let's do this. I have all kinds of tips for that tasty melon. I want to say that I completely understand. I have anxiety panic disorder as well. So I get it. Bear with me just for one sec. Let me, if I start thinking about that, my cards will come out about that. Beautiful. All right. One more card here for Gina. I don't leave the house either, Tasty Melon. I just, bear with me for one sec. I don't want to lose my train of thought here. All right. So I said one more card, but I lied. Well, I didn't lie intentionally. I feel compelled to pull another. All right, Miss Gina. So we start out with the Empress card. The Empress card is the female energy of the tarot, right? She is the nurturer. She is the person or the energy that embraces everyone from their heart. She's all about creating opportunities, possibilities. She's about taking action. Sort of the way that a mother takes care of her child, right? And then you have the World card. So you have two major arcana that came out. The World card is accomplishment. It's celebration. It's achievement. You have completed a cycle. And that's awesome. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Fire. And the King of Fire is all about being inspired, being charismatic, being innovative. Now, those may not mean anything in terms of the way that I just said them. There they are there, with the King of Fire on the bottom of the deck. But I sort of feel as if you don't focus on your positive moments, situations, achievements, and celebrations, and allow yourself to sort of be wrapped in those moments. I think that while things are going good for you, you pay attention to nothing else. Or sorry, let me say that again. When things are going bad for you, you focus on nothing else. You just focus on the negative. And when I say that, I mean no offense. Most human beings do that. We only pay attention to the bad things, to the negative things, right? I think that if you give yourself the ability to write down a list, for example, every day before you go to bed, of 3 things that have happened to you today that you either handled well, that you received a compliment, someone said hello to you, asked you how you were doing, those types of things that if you look deep enough, sort of go beyond the surface, that you can find things to feel good about. What I'm getting in these cards is that you need to sort of lift yourself up. You need to inspire yourself. You need to embrace yourself. We have the color card here, which is green, which is just lovely, right? Revitalize your nervous system. So this is about clearing your mind. Sometimes when we have issues like ADD or anxiety, the walls start to feel like they're closing in on us. And I feel like if you just go and clear off a shelf, go and clear out your sock drawer, rearrange your closet, it allows you to have more clarity, right? When you clear your mind and get all that junk out of your mind, you then start to be able to think in a more clear manner. So we have the green, which is revitalize your nervous system. Then we have honeybee, which is community. This is about your soul tribe. This is about the people that are around you. Use the people that are around you to support you, to lift yourself up, to be part of a community that is supportive in a way that makes sense to you. When you have any kind of issue, I don't care what it is, right? You know, Bob is mad at Sally. It doesn't matter what it is. Oftentimes we are not supported. We are not listened to. We don't feel heard. And I sort of feel that for you. I feel like you don't feel like you're understood, or that you don't belong, if that makes sense. The last card that I got here is from the Chakra Insight deck. So this is your crown chakra, right? And this is about your divine consciousness, right? Interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. What that means is lifting your vibration up. So releasing the negativity, lifting your vibration up so that you have more clarity and are more positive overall. So my best advice to you is to make yourself a little list every day of 2 or 3 or 4 things that you are grateful for. Start embracing gratitude and joy, and that will help to lift your vibration and allow you to feel more focused. Some things that you can do to help yourself with that. Absolutely, Hypnocity. Things that you can do to help yourself with that, just really quickly, are turn the music on. Sing till your heart is content. When you sing out loud, you open up your throat chakra. You also allow the ear to open, right? So the hearing and listening and communication, speaking your truth, start to improve when you sing out loud. Whether you're talking to yourself or you're talking to spirit or you're talking to a person, allowing yourself to communicate makes you feel heard. It allows you to release things, right? It allows you to talk through things, providing you with more clarity. So I hope that that helps a bit. I hope that that makes sense. Do let me know. And let us move on. I see a whole bunch of stuff going on in the chat, and I'm thrilled. I love it when we share with each other and help each other out. All right, so Siwi says, I recently had a breakup. Can I get any messages about it to feel better? Appreciate it. Absolutely. Let's go to this deck here. You're very welcome, Gina. I hope that that helps, my friend. Thank you for asking the question. Blessings to you. All right. Siwi, lovely cards for you. We start out with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is, you know, it's forward motion, it's progress, it's luck, it's change. It's in the past position, meaning that there was a lesson for you to learn, whether it was like patterns repeating themselves or behavioral patterns that either you displayed or another person displayed that you sort of ignored, right? If you ignore the lessons that are being given to you or shown to you, meaning that you don't take them in and then apply them to be able to continue that forward motion, then unfortunately you end up just sort of spinning your wheels, right? Now I'm not implying that you did that. I'm just saying that's what that card is about. Okay. Oh, Jenna, I'm so sorry. There you go. See, first step in being heard. Way to go, my friend. I love that. Good for you. And thank you kindly for pointing that out. I apologize for mispronouncing your name. See, with the next card that we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is the card asking you for patience, right? This is when you have put the plant in the ground, you've fed it, you've watered it, you've talked to it, you know, and you're literally going like, is anything going to happen? Like you haven't grown, right? So you're out there and you're talking to it and you're asking it to do all kinds of things, but literally nothing is happening. This is the current energy. Have patience with yourself, right? The next card that we have, which is your outcome card, is the King of Swords. This is about standing in your truth. This is about being logical. This is about being strategic. This is about sort of looking at things from a higher up sort of perspective, looking down. So reviewing the lesson of whatever this was. There was a reason why that relationship broke up and why you reacted the way that you did, or why it ended, right? There's something about that you're supposed to be looking at and applying in the future, right? Learning from. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Swords. So this is like an aha moment. This is new opportunities, new ideas, new sort of adventures that you're thinking about, right? Like you got things happening, but you're not really sure where to go or how to apply them. I pulled an oracle card here, and I've got to be a comfort to yourself. Okay. So see in the image here, she's got her hands sort of up here like this, right? Embracing herself. The message on this card reads, comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving, positive way. Do something that nourishes you. Know in this moment that all is well. And so, to summarize, you need to empower yourself. You need to release whatever you may be holding on to. You need to see the good and the positive for yourself that will come out of this situation, and allow that to inspire you to move forward. In other words, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Not saying that anything in the breakup was your fault, but if there was a behavioral pattern that you expressed either in it or after it, you're going to learn from that and you're not going to do that again, right? This is very much like an empowering kind of reading. In other words, find your light and shine your light. Don't let anyone take your light away from you, right? So, not saying that you're doing this, but if you were going to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset because I recently went through this breakup. My whole world got pulled out from underneath me, you know, all of those kinds of things. Perfectly natural response, perfectly normal response. Use that response to empower you, to make you say, you know what? I deserve every ounce of happiness and joy that I can bring into my life. I release those negative thoughts and I wholeheartedly open my heart to joy. Put a smile on your face, go out there and show the world who you are. That empowers you, right? You've got to trust that whatever happened was meant to happen. I pulled one more oracle card for you, and I saved this for the end for a reason. Look at this card. Look at how beautiful she is, right? A wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. When you empower yourself and show the world your light, the world sees you differently. You feel different. And that's what this message is about. Empower yourself. Put your smile back on. Lift yourself up. Show the world who you are. And don't. When I say don't give it a second thought, what I'm trying to say is this: don't allow anyone to steal your power. Don't allow anyone to steal your power. That's what I got for you. So I hope that helps a bit. I thank you for being here, and I thank you for asking the question. I got you, Ellen. All right. Oh, we so did. Thank you, Ellen. Seaweed, yeah, nothing was my fault at all. You're absolutely welcome, Seaweed. I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope that that helps a little bit. You know, a great thing to do when you are feeling down like that is to do some mirror work. You know, go stand in the bathroom or in your bedroom or even a compact mirror and look yourself in the eye and tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself all the reasons why you love yourself, right? Inspire yourself to be loved. Tell yourself that you will only accept love. You will put out love and only accept love in return. Those kinds of things really lift you up, right? All right, Ivana says, what do the cards say about me losing some weight? Friend, really? All right. On a personal note, I would say this. If you want to lose weight, right away, that sounds very negative in my way of thinking. Kelly, what do the cards say about me incorporating fitness into my life? I want to be more healthy. That sounds a little more positive. Let's see what the cards say. Hi, Ron. Happy Sunday, my friends. How are you? I did enjoy my trip, Ellen, by the way, but I'm telling you, I am exhausted today. Okay, Ivana, I'm not even throwing any more cards. I literally got one out, and then the card on the bottom of the deck. We've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, this is being strategic. This is using your resources and going after what you want. You want to lose weight. You want to be more healthy. You know what you need to do. And I don't mean that to be a smarty pants. Just saying. That's the card that came out. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. In this, happy family card, right? Joy, blessings, wholeness, oneness. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it. Every day, do something different to increase your overall wellness. It doesn't matter what the number on the scale says. It's about how you feel. And if you're doing something to lift yourself up, then you should feel fantastic. Right? I will pull another card. Hi, Gina. Happy Sunday, my friend. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. We appreciate that so very much. All right. Let's see. We've got the indigo card, and can you see what that says? Improve your vision. Improve your vision. Improve your vision. Meaning, be more positive about that particular situation. Right? Set yourself an intention, not a goal. Be very positive in the wording that you use. Don't give yourself a timeline, and just allow yourself to move forward with grace and gratitude, if that makes sense. Instead of giving yourself some imaginary timeline where, like, I need to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. Because you're setting yourself, first of all, that's negative, and you're setting yourself up for failure, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Gina. It was minus 11 Celsius with the wind chill. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it was cold. Beautiful. Thank you, Ivana. Thank you for asking the questions. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm glad that resonates. All right, let us go now to Miss Grace. Grace says, last year I was very sick, 2 ER visits. I am better, but I gained 50 pounds over the last 2 years due to illness. I would be interested in knowing if I will be able to go to my normal weight. All right. Do you see? Do you see how positive that is? The way that you worded that, Grace. I love that. So let's ask a couple of cards here. Get Spirit to give us some info, some intel, as it were. Are you taking any medications that could be adding to extra weight, or is it like due to like a lack of mobility because of the issues, the health issues? You don't have to really answer that, but that was the first 2 things that popped into my mind. So if either of those are an issue, you might want to speak to your healthcare professional about those 2 things. You could always look through your diet and make sure that what you're taking in is good for you and doesn't add, extra calories, extra weight. Okay. Well, that's a beautiful card. Okay. Oh, you ended up with a severe case of Epstein-Barr virus. Oh, my goodness. There are lots of things that you can do, Grace. Like, I mean, if you can't, if moving isn't something that you can do easily, there's lots of things that you can do in terms of sitting in a chair and just doing some stretches. I think, and this is just me personally talking, right? This isn't about the cards, but if you are doing something, that is going to help you feel like you're moving in the right direction, if you're doing something that's going to help you feel better overall, when you feel better overall, you don't look at these things as negative, necessarily speaking. Now, in your case, it's a medical thing, and so there's probably a lot of stress that's related to the fact that you feel like you can't do what you once could do, right? I want you to be very kind to yourself, and I want you to make sure that you consult with your doctors, dietitians, physiotherapists, to make sure that the exercises that you're going to do or that you want to do, you're able to do, right? I would love it if you would be kind enough to watch the video on my channel about mirror work. You are, from what you've said, are a perfect candidate for mirror work, to understand that no matter who you see in the reflection back to you, you are still you, and you need to love yourself, right? Wow, what a card I just got. That's crazy. I literally have chills. Bear with me, my friend. Yeah, I get that. Grace. I mean, dance in a chair, I'm not being smart when I say that, dance in a chair, sit there and put the music on, allow yourself to feel good with the music. Sometimes it's like a, I'm afraid to do this because of the injury, right? I don't want to hurt myself again. Might be a little bit of fear there. So ease yourself into it slowly, obviously with the permission of the healthcare professionals. Ease yourself into it slowly. There's lots of ways to do stuff. You don't have to run out and do a dance marathon, for example. Yes, see, I dance in my kitchen because I can do it at my own pace. And when you do that, celebrate the bejeebers out of it, because you're doing it. You're doing it. Maybe not the way that you used to do it, but you're doing it. And that's the bit. That's the important part, that you're doing it. Right? That's the part that needs to be celebrated. That's the achievement. That's the goal. Not that you're, getting all dressed up and going to a ballroom with hundreds of other people. If it's about dancing and you love to dance and dancing makes you feel good, if you're dancing in your kitchen, then you're dancing. If that makes sense, right? So the first card that I've got for you here is Reclaim Your Power. Look at her standing there with her arms up, standing on that pedestal, looking like she's ready to take a deep dive. Okay? Do not give your power away to anyone. Say to yourself, I am strong and I am capable. I can approach this situation with confidence and skill. So when you stand in front of the mirror and you're looking at your reflection, that is the kind of thing that you say. I love who I am. I am a powerful, phenomenal woman. And I can do anything that I set my mind to. This is a minor setback, and I will achieve my goals. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other, right? Okay, next card that I got is from the Chakra Insight deck. This is from the root chakra, so at the base of your spine, where we call that the power seat. Notice how there's power coming out here. Physical health, okay? On the top of the card, it says vitality, strength, balance, and body image. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for, and you are allowing your power to sort of fly out of your seat, of your power seat, if you will, by residing in this mindset that, well, I mean, you know, I can't do that anymore. And I understand that. I was involved in a horrible accident and years ago, and I can't do things now that I used to do. I was in therapy for years, like physical therapy, but I can still do a little bit of it. And that's the part that you need to hold on to. Okay. We've got cyan. Okay. Build your confidence. So this color here, this color of crystal, will bring in the confidence to you, right? I'm a Leo too, Grace. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. The last card that I got here is a light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over you at every dark doorway. I mean, first of all, let's take your name, Grace. Okay? From the grace of God. Let's take the fact that you were hospitalized twice and came out of it. Let's take the fact that you love to dance and now you're dancing in your kitchen. There's nothing so far that I have said that is negative. That's all awesome, wonderful, cause to celebrate. Focus on that. Focus on that. And each day, set yourself a little task that you're going to dance in your kitchen for another minute or another 2 minutes. Maybe now you're going to dance in the kitchen and in the living room. Something along those lines. You're going to sit in front of the chair and do some stretches and some exercise. Make sure that it's safe and that you're able to do it. But I want you to celebrate everything that you're doing and look at your achievements rather than what you think you should be doing. Because what you think you should be doing is something that you've put in your head based on what? Based on who? Don't do that to yourself, because you're literally setting yourself up to fail before you've even tried. And I thank you kindly for asking the question. That's what I got for you, so I hope that it resonates. Hi, Lizzie. Ivana says that when I was going through a particular trying time, I actually put Post-its around my house with positive messages. So when I opened the cupboard, looked at a mirror, went into the pantry, I saw them. Absolutely. It's kind of funny because I tell this story all the time. I had a bulletin board right here on the wall, and I filled it up with positive affirmations, basically just handwritten notes on sticky notes. And my cat ate them all. So my cat's walking around super positive, which I just think is hysterical. Okay. Grace says, thank you, Kelly, for your guidance and perspective. Love you. I will reframe my perspective to celebrate. Absolutely, my friend. Ron says, I would love to see that dancing. I can also boogie woogie. I mean, we could, listen, turn up the music and dance and sing to your heart's content, because ain't no one looking, and it's all about inviting the joy in, right? All about the joy. JR says, I'm going to do an intake with a place called HBW. Is it a good fit for me, or is another place called Hope better for me? I feel like we did this already, JR. I feel like we asked this already. And again, I don't know what the situation is, but I want to say this. What does your intuition say? What does your gut instinct tell you? Because if your gut instinct tells you one is better than the other, then I say trust your intuition, trust your gut. I feel that as long as you're doing something to help yourself, that's the thing that you should focus on. That's the thing that you should be concentrating on. The fact that you are trying to assist yourself, if you know what I mean, right? We have the wise counselor showing up, JR, the Hierophant. That's seeking a mentor. It's, you know, a learning and belonging. Then we have the Star card coming out. Inspiration and fulfillment. Your faith. You know, believing in the situation, believing in yourself, believing in the person. Okay, then you've got the Seven of Water coming out. Choices, overanalyzation, and procrastination is what the Seven of Water is about. It's like the adult shell game, right? And I don't mean to minimize this because I know that this is serious. But when we get in our head, we get in our head. We get in our way, right? And we start doing this adult shell game. Like, if I do this, then this will happen. But if I do this, then this might happen. But what about if that happens? And what about if that person looks at me that way? We get in our head and we start living in the future and in the outcome rather than in the moment, right? Which is why I said what I said before about the fact that, you know, you're making this huge step. This huge step. Only you know if this is going to work for you. And you have to be willing to allow it to work for you. So if you go there and it's not working for you, then that's when you're going to know that it's not working for you. But if you already go in there thinking that, oh, I don't know, and this might not be right, and it's not going to work, then you're not going to feel the full effects, the full benefit, right? You've got the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. It's your courage. This is your perseverance. You've got to embrace your personal strength and move into this program thinking that it's going to help you. It's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. Because why wouldn't you want to think that? Right? So what I'm trying to say is, don't create an issue where there is none. Again, I understand how important this is and the seriousness of it, but don't create a situation where there isn't one. If your intuition is telling you that it's not a good idea, then speak to the person that suggested the program in the first place and tell them how you're feeling. If that makes sense. Right? All right. I hope that helps, JR. Actually, I want to pull one more card for you. So lost my place here. So Lizzie's written, his family is not as generous. Are you referring to JR's family? I'm sorry, I'm confused by that comment. If it's JR's family that you're referring to, and again, I don't even know what this program is. I don't know what it's about. It's really not my business to know. That's up to JR. JR is an adult. This is about him, her, the person, the individual, not about other people, right? And so this is a moment where you need to say, if this is best for me, then I need and I want to do what's best for me. That's kind of where I'm going. We've got let go of being a martyr. Message in this card says, find a balance between giving and receiving. It is not healthy to give so much that you feel ill or exhausted. So if you are constantly doing for others and putting yourself last, in terms of maybe you're not speaking up and saying, I feel this way, I have cause for concern about this program. If you're being pushed, as Lizzie says, by your family, if people are not being supportive or as understanding as they could be, you need to speak your truth, because this is about you, right? It's about you. You have to empower yourself and stand in your power and say, hey, now hold on a minute. I'm in charge of what happens here. No one else, right? So again, I encourage you to listen to your intuition and to communicate with your healthcare professionals, if that's what this program is about, and allow yourself to stand in your power, right? Have your voice be heard. If you feel that this isn't right for you, then don't do it. But if it's just coming from a piece of, if it's just coming from a place of like fear or confusion or what ifing it, then you need to try to quell those fears and go into it with the best intentions possible, if that makes sense. Lizzie says, sorry, being self-centered. Comment was referring to my question but ran out of space. Oh no, you don't have to apologize at all. I just wasn't, I didn't understand the comment. But thank you for clarifying, because that does help. All right, so I hope that helps, JR. Thank you kindly for being here, for asking the questions. I wish you many blessings, and I hope that helps and that program is successful for you. Pierrette is up on deck asking for a card for the week. Yes, of course. Thank you, Ivana, for entertainment purposes only, friends. A card for the week. I got this lovely deck. It's called the Cat Wisdom Oracle. I'm all about it. They're the cutest cards. Beautiful. Outstanding. Okay. So, interesting cards for you, Pierrette. Lovely cards for you. We start out with, you had two cards fall out here. We start out with reflection. Get out of your box. I'm not sure if you've like isolated yourself or sort of put boundaries up around yourself so that you don't sort of step outside your own space, right? Stunted your growth kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm vibing off of that card. We have persistence, stay on course, or stay the course. So if you want to do something, don't allow yourself to be manipulated. And I don't mean that a person would be doing it in a negative way, but just because of circumstances and issues, right? You have to find that balance. You have to find time for yourself to grow, right? And to be able to achieve whatever goals that you have. It may take you 3 times as long as it should, but as long as you're still doing something that you want to do, you're still having the opportunity to grow, right? So don't take your opportunity away from yourself is what that card implies, right? The next card that we have here is Lilac, which is strengthening your faith. And I think that that card and the last card go hand in hand. In other words, as long as you continue to invest in yourself, you will see results at the end of that, right? It's not about whether it takes 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. It's about the fact that you're doing it, right? The last card that we got is the Rainbow, which is beauty. And when we invest in ourselves, we see the beauty, we see the joy, we see our light, right? Others see our beauty, see our joy, and see our light, right? So don't take away something from yourself because you think it's the right thing to do or because you think it's expected. Allow yourself to feel your own joy. Allow yourself to be empowered. Do the things that you like to do. Maybe just streamline it a bit so it fits into the schedule a little bit easier, right? But don't deny yourself that joy, because I think it's super important for you. I think that's how you also keep your balance, is when you allow yourself to be able to experience those things, right? I hope that that helps, Pierrette, and I thank you kindly for being here and for asking the question, my friend. All right, we have Hypnocity here saying, can I get a reading? Read my crystal healing course in mid-January. I'm thinking about activating my Hypnocity healing channel afterwards. No idea how to do lives on YouTube. Yeah. I will tell you that how I learned, because it doesn't come with a manual. There are lots of videos on YouTube that tell you how to get started, what you need to do, how you can help yourself, you know, what kind of equipment you need, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they're super helpful. So get yourself like a little notebook, watch a couple of videos, and hopefully that helps to sort of clear up any misconceptions or confusion about how you do that. I'm just going up here because I know that you added something there. Okay, so then you said clarifying, I'm taking the course to add to my pure energy healing practitioner certificate, not designing one. Got it. Going all the way down to the bottom. Oh, you're very welcome, Pierrette. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to stick your question back up on the screen, Hypnocity, just so that I can make sure that I'm getting the right thing here. Crystal healing course in mid-January. I think this is awesome. I think it's an awesome idea. I will say that to start. We start out with the Ace of Swords, right? Ace of Swords, aha moments, new ideas, new inspirations, right? All kinds of ideas coming into your head. Ooh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to do that. Should I do this? Oh, yes, let's do that, right? Like you're making things happen. You're putting plans together. You've got ideas, right? You've almost got too many ideas because now you have the Seven of Cups showing up. The adult shell game. Causing yourself to overthink and possibly procrastinate in making a decision, right? Should I, shouldn't I? Will it be okay? Will it not be okay? You know, what about this? What about that? If you take this healing course and it sucks, what's the worst thing that happens? You could like leave. You could ask for a refund. You don't get anything from it. The point is, you know what I'm getting at, right? Don't allow yourself to get into your head, to take yourself away from the fact that you are moving towards making something better for yourself, bringing in more information to help yourself, learning something new, something that you're passionate about. Like don't take away from all the good parts about why you signed up in the first place, or why you thought it was a good idea in the first place, right? Because we all do that, right? And we talk ourselves in and out of everything if we allow ourselves to go down that road. Okay, the next card that you got is the Star card, right? This is about your personal fulfillment. This is about having faith, right? This is about understanding why you want to do what you want to do, and believing that what you want to do in the moment that you want to do it is the right thing, right? Have faith. Have faith that this is going to be an awesome course, that you're going to have a fabulous time, and you're going to walk away being better from it. The last card we've got is the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords is about being strategic, about being analytical, about being logical, right? Great communicator. You know, speaking your truth, standing in your power, saying how you feel, but making sure that you have all of the criteria, right? So you've done your homework. I think that is part of the issue, right? So you've done all your homework, you're very strategical, you're very logical, you've done all your research, but it's like you've almost done too much research when you start asking yourself a bunch of questions about it, right? So just be careful that when it comes to that, right? Like trying to understand and know when too much when information becomes too much information, that it starts to cloud you up, if that makes sense. The card on the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. So this is good. All of this is saying that you are moving in the right direction. You're coming away from a storm and you're moving into a safe harbor, calmer waters, right? Which, I mean, that's lovely. No, I just answered it, JR, about 3 questions ago, honey. I think. Or 2 questions ago. We have river with flow, right? It's navigating the course, going with the flow, right? Don't get inside your head. As easy as that is for me to say when I'm not walking in your shoes. But again, what I said in the beginning, what's the worst thing that happens, right? It's giving up control to something that we can't control, right? The last card that we've got is Fellow Travelers. Look at that beautiful rainbow. And support is all around you. Okay? Support is all around you. So go to the course if that's what you want to do. Do the course if that's what you want to do. Allow the course to work for you if that's what you want to do. Don't go in there thinking like, oh, I don't know why I did this. I don't know if it's going to be okay. What if it doesn't work? Don't tell yourself that. Right? That's what I got for you, my friend. And that, by the way, I am proud of you. I am proud of you for taking the initiative and for going after what you want. I say congratulations. I think that's awesome. All right. I thank you kindly for being here at Hypnocity and asking the question. Miss Ellen R. is up. She is our last question. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. Thought that this was good. If you have time, could I have a message from Spirit? Spirit knows what issue is weighing on me. Thanks. You're very welcome, Hypnocity. Miss Ellen R. card on the floor. Bear with me. Oh. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday to you, my friend. All right, Ellen, I don't know who you're hanging out with or who you're hanging around, but I feel like you're being, like you got some people that might not have your best interest at heart, or you're feeling like they don't have your best interest at heart. We start out with the 3 of Fire, goals, expansion, vision. I feel like you were sort of like, something has happened that sort of knocked you off your pedestal, or knocked you off your spot, or knocked you out of out of motion, if that makes sense, right? It's like everything was going along swimmingly, and then something happened, and it's sort of like, made you take a step back or a couple of steps back. So that's the card that we start out with. That's from the past, or in the past position, right? So you had a goal, you had a dream, you were going after it, you had big plans, things were happening, things were good, flowing, and then something happened, and now we have the 9 of Fire. Feeling like you need to put up boundaries around yourself and to protect yourself. In the challenge position, we have the Moon. So the Moon is an interesting card because it's either telling us something that we already know, like confirming something that we already know. It's showing us that the thing that we think we know is absolutely not there, not happening, not true. Basically all in our head, or we're making more of it than necessary. Or it's sort of pointing out your shadow to you, right? Pointing the path in front of you that you need to follow, but like a step-by-step kind of thing. Like it's just lighting the path up just enough for you to see it. So let's continue to pull more cards before I say anything about that, or I'll show you the rest of the cards. We have the Temperance card, or in this deck, it's called Balance. This is about compromise. Okay, it's about self-control and moderation. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Star card. Inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. I think that you know what you need to do. And I think that you know that you're being sort of like, I don't want to say used, but like drained, right? We have from the root chakra grounding. Okay, this is nature, presence, practicality, and stability. It's your power seat. This is where your power comes from. If you are not sitting in your power seat, everything else is like all haywire, right? So it's like someone has literally come in and like put the rug out from underneath you. Literally, like I said, knocked you off your pedestal. I don't know if that's happened or if you just feel that way, and it really doesn't matter. Because if you feel that way, then you have to validate your feelings, right? And you have to deal with how you feel. The next card that I got is Set Limits with Draining People, right? You've got the hand there that says no. When people are depleting you, kindly set a limit, such as I only have 10 minutes to listen right now. This is self-care at its finest. This is empowering self-care, and it is respectful self-care. because you're not saying stuff to cause a fight or to cause an issue, or, like if it's a family member, like, you don't want to break up in the family kind of idea. You're just protecting yourself with the boundaries, right? So the moment when you're like, oh my God, I just can't anymore. So that's what you say to yourself. That's what you say in your head to the person or to the people, to the group. You say, you know what? I am sorry. I am super swamped right now. I got like 10 minutes. Or can we do this another day? In other words, you're not being rude. You're not being unkind. You're just setting up your boundaries. And the reason that we set boundaries is to protect ourselves, right? Because we're no one's punching bag. Nobody is anyone's punching bag, nor should you be anyone's punching bag, right? So if you feel that you're in a situation where you cannot say, I don't like what you did, I feel some sort of way about the way that you just treated me. If you feel that you can't do that, then this is like your next best tool in your toolbox. In other words, saying to yourself, you know what? I'm just not going to deal with this because it's not my problem. Other people's opinions are their problem, not yours, right? So that's when you just say, you know what? I got 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm super busy. And when I say that, I don't mean to be trite. Sometimes when we sort of step up in that way and tell the people or the situations or the issues, hey, now hold on a minute, I ain't got time for this. You can't drag me down to that level. All of a sudden, it's not an issue anymore. Like, honestly, you've just released it. Again, I don't know the issue that we're talking about, the situation that we're talking about, nor do I want you to tell me. I'm just saying, when you reclaim your power in a respectful way like that, and you stand up for yourself and say, hey, now hold on a minute. No, thank you. I'm not buying what you're selling. You lift yourself up in such a way that you rise above it and you just carry on, and you let all that like stay behind you and let them sort it out, if that makes sense. I just want to pull one more card for you, Ellen. Oh, thank you, JR. I'm glad that it I hope that it helps. I hope that it resonates. I don't know what my cats are doing. They're playing with some kind of toy right here by the floor. That's what you're hearing. All right, we have got this is a horror, not a nice picture, but we've got self-care, time to cleanse, right? So to me, setting up boundaries like that is self-care. That's looking after yourself. That's persevering your self-care, right? That's preserving your power, and not giving it away freely to people that don't appreciate it or don't appreciate it. So that's what I got for you, Ellen. I'm sorry that you find yourself in that situation, but I hope that helped, my friend. Kelly, I am amazed at how much you have picked up. You can thank Spirit for that, Ellen. But thank you, my friend. All right, my friends, we are going to leave it here today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it so very much. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, share with a friend. I'm on my quest to get to 800 subscribers. I'm just a few away. I am most grateful and appreciative for all of your continued support. Don't forget, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, special edition of Achieving Wellness. We have numerologist Ann Perry here, and we will be doing a look at 2023 from a numerology standpoint. So that proves to be exciting in itself. I so look forward to meeting Ann Perry, and I will see you guys when I see you next. I wish you many, many blessings. Have a great afternoon. Mwah. Bye, everyone.